Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Twisted Paper Studio. How are you? I hope that you are all well. Thank you for joining me. Today is day 77, Saturday of the 100-day craft project. And today we're going to be doing a simple binding for Lucas and Ciro's books. I kept this fabric out because I think that I want to cover up the roses. I'm not going to take the roses off, but I think I'm just going to put another layer of fabric on there. Only because Ciro's a little boy. I didn't quite know what I was making this journal for initially. Maybe I should rip it. It's going to rip just fine because it is that very old, vintage, beautiful, luscious, gorgeous fabric. So how are all of you? Hope you're all well. I'll give out some beautiful blessings in just a moment. Yeah, I'm thinking I like that much better. And I think I'm gonna just do this with a little rip at the top. I don't know if I could shred it. No, I'm gonna rip it. And then we'll do the bottom. That's much better. Much more for a boy. And then it matches the front. Love it. Okay. So now the first thing I think I'm going to do is, let me see, should I put the holes in first? Yeah, I think I'm going to put the holes in first just so I can see, because right now I can see where I'm putting them. So I'm going to get my big hole maker. And I'm going to put them in this way. And I think I'm just, well, no, I don't want to do it by eye. So let's get a ruler. Where are we at here? 7.5. You know I'm not good with numbers. So 7 inches would be 3.5 and 3.5. So 7 inches, 3.5 would be the middle, and then it's a half, so like another quarter. Okay. But, however, so 3 3/4. So I'm just gonna do it 2 holes though. So give me 1 second. I need a mark to mark something. So 7.5. So let me do an even number. Let me do half. I gotta find the middle. Actually, it's longer than 7.5. That's the reason why my eye is off. Okay, so 3.5 would be there, and then right here would be about the middle. Around about. All right, so now I'm just gonna do about 2 inches from the middle on this side. So 7, and then 2 inches over here would be 3. Okay, and let me just check that that's the middle. It's kind of not. I have to move it over some. All right, now I'm going to put my holes in there. Just 2 holes I think I'm going to do. Okay. Good. And then I'll do the same thing on Lucas's book. Oh, I need to sew his together. Did I sew? Yeah, I sewed zeros together. I need to sew his. Probably we'll have to do Lucas's tomorrow. Well, no, let me think. I could sew it after I put the pages in, but okay. I'm thinking out loud. All right, so this is the same size, so 3. Right here's about the center. All right, so then I'll put the holes in there. Good. Okay. And these holes are made now, so now when I put the fabric down, I'm just going to poke through this side to get the holes to come in on this side. So we'll just do that first. My glue is not flowing. Okay. If I have to fix anything with glue after, I will. And it's supposed to look homemade, so I'm not minding that it looks, that's not looking homemade. It's supposed to. I mean that it's looking ruggedy. Like, I'm not minding that. Okay. Good. And now I'll just put the 2 holes in on that side. So to put them through so I could see where they are. Sometimes the fabric closes back up. I'm just checking on it. That's not going to do it. Okay, now my next step is to get the signature in, and I'm just going to make it tight. And we did this a while ago and put the signature together. It is one signature with lots of pages. And I'll just make sure everything's up right. I believe it is. We did all this together in the beginning, but just double check. Okay. Wait, I just want to do this first. Again. I gotta make sure. Okay. Now, I need to find, so this is not the same height, of course, so I need to find where these two little dots are. So this is only 7 1/4, the paper height. So 3 1/4 would be the half. 7 is 3 1/2, so 3 1/2, and 3 and a little bit. So I gotta do them. I have to do it by eye. Seven 1/4. Okay. So I'm just doing 2 inches on each side of the middle because that's going to be my 2 inches over here, my sides. And if I'm off at all, it will not make this fit inside the book very well. So I'd hope to not be off. That's my hope and my prayer. And if you really wanted to double check yourself, which I might do that, get a piece of paper. And put it in here, the height of the book, or the height of your fabric, whatever the height of your center is. We'll just get that size. We'll get it. I'm gonna turn this over and poke that through again. This is just guaranteeing that you're gonna get that. Oh, and I forgot, my friend Sandra sent me the ruler. Oh, Sandra, I didn't use it. I have to use it. I have to give it a try. Maybe after the 100-day project, we'll try that out. So I'm just gonna make 2 holes through that paper. And I'll put this in here just to make sure. That my 2 holes are going to be in the same spot as the pencils. And they look to be exactly. And so, but I see that I have more room down at the bottom than I do at the top, and that's not what I want. I want more, I want the same amount of room on both sides. So I think I'm just gonna, oh, I see why. There's more fabric at the bottom. I think I'm gonna leave it the same. This is just a foolproof way that I do things to try to get it even, so I don't make a mistake. Okay, I think that's good. I think we're gonna go with it. And now I have to make the little holes. in here. So I'm going to close it together, and this is rather thick. There's lots of paper in here. I'm going to close it together and push through my awl. Undo the same thing at the bottom. By closing it together, it comes out more on the center than it would if it was open. Okay, now I have my holes made, and I did pick some seam binding ribbon. So let me see, I picked blue and green here. Oh, yeah. You would think that I would put away things so that they would be easy for me the next time. But no, I did not. I have two color greens here, so let's see which one. No, I'm thinking the lighter green, and then I'll do the blue one for Lucas. Let me just double check. Yes, okay. So now I'm gonna take the seam binding and put it, I have a long needle here. Let me get it. I already got it. I did. So what did I do with it? I did just take it out. Oh my goodness. I'm blind as a bat. Okay. So I have a long needle here that I use for to thread my things through. And you can get this anywhere. I've heard so many mixed things about the needle. It's an upholstery needle, a doll needle. There's so many things. So it's just a long needle. And if you put long needle in your Amazon search, you'll find it. And if you go to the sewing section of any hobby store, you'll find it. And even Walmart has it. And now I'm just going to go through. And I'm going to tie a bow on the outside, so the bow is not going to be on the inside. It's a little tough to get it through all the papers, so sometimes you have to open it and wiggle. But you eventually will get it. The seam binding ribbon is not too thick, so it works. It's easily workable. And then I leave that out here like that. And I may pull this back through just a tiny bit. I have to put them through the book side too, and I know that, but I'm just gonna get the paper side through first. It's easy to rethread it. And put it through again. This is a fun, easy way to put together a quick book. There we go. So now that's taut on the inside. And I'll go over here, and you can, you know, pull it through. You'd have to loosen this up here first to make sure the strings are even. And then we're gonna rethread it and go through the holes in the book. I'll just make sure this is the right side up. Yes. And then we'll do this side. Okay. So now I'm going to pull it taut into place. And then I'm going to tie it. And you can do whatever you want. You can tie it in a knot. And usually I take this to do this way. Usually I take it and I put it in between my knees and then I tie. So I'm going to do that really quickly so that it's tied tight. So give me 1 second. I put it in between my knees so it stays closed. So give me 1 moment. Okay, so I put that little knot in there, and now I'll just tie my bow. Don't be afraid to use your other body parts to get your book going. Okay. I think I'm going to leave the bow on here longer for right now because I like that look. And now I'm going to take these out. And there we go. We have one book ready, almost ready. I have to get this part done. And I keep, here we go. I'll keep all these things together. So I need to sew that later. And I also need to sew Lucas's pockets. So I need to bring this over to the sewing machine and do that. And then I also need to get the little message for Lucas. Some little message. I don't know what it will be. But there we go. We have our one book put in the signature. And then let's take a look here. These were Xxoo's pages. And I might just go ahead and put Lucas's book together off camera. I did want to put in other pages in here, but these pages are so flimsy. I might do it. How cute. Oh, you know what? I could do it if I only chose the front image and I backed it. I could definitely keep these pages if I backed it onto a nicer, a more sturdier page. But this is so darling, and I can't wait to decorate it. We're going to do some fun things. I don't know what exactly. I was thinking more along the lines of a children's book. With some interactive things, maybe. Possibly a picture or two of mommy and daddy and brother in here. I love it. Animal babies. So cute. But all right, so I'll finish up those things, and tomorrow we'll get started. We'll do some more. We'll do some more on Lucas's book, and we'll get started with backing some of these pages and putting the things in. So blessings to all of you, and happy, oh, you know, I didn't give out blessings. So happy Saturday, and then where's my phone? I'll give out beautiful blessings. So beautiful blessings to Betty Freckles, DL, and let me see. Beautiful blessings to Mary Jo Davis, and also beautiful blessings to Holly. Blessings to all of you. Thank you so much for commenting on my channel. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for day 78. It will be a late video tomorrow, and I will show you what I have been doing for my family. Okay, bye for now. Have a beautiful day.